done in the presence of the children of Israel. Okay? All right? Keep going, read.
And all Israel and their elders and officers and their judges stood on the side of the ark, and on that side before the priests, the Levites, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High, as well the stranger.
As well as who?
As well the stranger.
Okay.
As he that was born among them, half of them over against Mount Gerizim, and half of them over against Mount Ebal.
All right, so let me show you what's going on. You have Moses in front. Okay, the Levites are in front of Moses because they're the lawgivers. Behind them, you have the children of Israel. And on each side, on each side of the mountain, you have the Gentiles. Now, Moses is giving the law to who? Not to the whole congregation. He's reading the law to the children of Israel to teach the Gentiles, which were on each side of the mountains. The Gentiles are the witnesses to what's being taken place there. You're the witnesses to what's being taken place there. The children of Israel are being fed instructions by Moses. Because why? Because Moses, when they got the children of Israel out of Egypt, he didn't come for the strangers. But some would say and teach this blasphemy that this law was given to the Gentiles and the children of Israel incorporated them in one, and now that's the children of Israel. No. Not at all. Read it again.
Starting at 33.
Start at verse 33 again.
And all Israel and their elders and officers and their judges stood on this side, the ark, and on that side before the priests.
See that? So you have the ark, you have the Moses on one side and the priests on the other side. Read. And you're going to find the children of Israel standing behind them. Read.
On that side before the priests of the Levites, which bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High,
read.
As well the stranger, as he that was born among them.
See that? Read. Because we know that they were bearing children amongst them in the wilderness. Read.
Half of them over against Mount Gerizim, and half of them over against Mount Ebal.
So we know there was a lot of strangers there. Read.
As Moses, the servant of the Most High, had commanded before, that they should bless the people of Israel.
Now who should bless the people of Israel? That who?
That they should bless the people of Israel.
They are the Gentiles that are on the side. So if they are one people, why the stranger are blessing the children of Israel? Let's keep going. Read.
Verse 34. And afterward he read all the words of the law, the blessings and the cursings, according to all that is written in the book of the law.
Right, read.
There was not a word of all that Moses commanded, which Joshua read not before all the congregation of Israel, with the women and the little ones and the strangers that were conversant among them.
You see that? Now, what this brother said that conversant means that they were one people. If you look in conversant in H1980, you know I'm going to go there. It means to follow. That's it. It just means to follow. So we have strangers following the children of Israel and Moses. Okay? All the strangers of them are not the children of Israel. The strangers are the strangers, and the children of Israel is Israel. That's why he keeps dividing them with a comma. They're different people. All right? Let's keep going.
Verse 9.
No, let's start right there. Let's start right there. Let's go to Leviticus 25. Because what we have understanding that now that they gained the power, they were conquering. They were going out to conquer other nations. They were conquering other nations. And some people still think that these people were incorporated. Now, I will admit that, yes, Israel were, the men, not the women, but the men were going into some of these women. But there was a price to pay for that. There was a price to pay for that. And we're going to read that price. Okay? Leviticus 25, let me get there with you, start at verse 39. Leviticus 25 and 39. Read.
And if thy brother that dwelleth by thee be waxen poor, and be sold unto thee, that thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bondservant.
That means that you shouldn't be forcing him to be your servant, because they were only supposed to be servants for 7 years. Okay? And after that, we'll let him go. Why? Why only 7 years? Because by that time, if we had a servant, we would have taught them the customs, the culture, and how to serve the true God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And not for the Gentiles not to go into serving other gods, which way they were doing. Okay? Read.
But as a hired servant, and as a sojourner, he shall be with thee, and shall serve thee unto the year of Jubilee.
See that? There's your 7th year right there. Keep going, read.
And then shall he depart from thee.
Then he should do what?
Shall depart from thee.
Read.
Both he and his children with him. And shall return unto his own family.
Read.
And unto the possession of his father shall he return.
So you got to give him back everything he got. Now, we were teaching them how to be servants. That's what it was. The same thing we came over to America for, to be servants to the Gentiles. But of course, you know, they wilded out with that and, you know, so on. But let's keep going. Read 42.
For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt.
So who they brought forth out of the land of Egypt with them were who?
My servants.
They were his servants. There's another distinction, separation between them. So how can they all be Israel? If it just said that they were his servants. And I'm going to the same scripture the brother read. Read it again.
For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt.
So they're not putting in servitude their own brethren. They're not putting, oh, you're a Hebrew, you from the seed of Judah, you from the seed of, I'm going to put you as a servant. No, they wasn't doing that. They brought them as servants. If you come with me, you're going to learn the customs, the heritage, and you become a servant, just like Abraham did. Abraham, the forefather, had servants from other nations and taught them the true way of the Most High, the only God. Keep going, read.
They shall not be sold as bondmen. They shall not rule over him with rigor, but shall fear the Lord.
But fear who?
But shall fear thy Most High.
Isn't the scripture says the first thing is to fear the Lord thy power? That's the first thing you should learn. Keep going, read.
Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen, that are round about you.
The what?
That are round about you.
You see, that is a difference. The heathen. Read.
Of them shall you buy bondmen and bondmaids.
Okay, all right. So you see that. So yes, we did have servants, but we treated them fairly. Okay? Did we go into them? No. No, not at that time. We didn't. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to Deuteronomy 7. Deuteronomy 7. Start over verse 1. Now, before we go there, what we're getting into is that Israel, again, has become powerful. And they're conquering lands. And as they conquer lands, they're teaching their ways and their customs to the Gentiles. Okay? Let's go, read.
Deuteronomy 7:1. When the Most High thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hast cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
So these nations are mightier than thou. Meaning there's a lot more than them. Still, just some believe that because they were with these people, that they were mightier than them, that they just mingled the women and men and became one nation. It's not true. Read.
And when the Most High, thy power, shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them.
They should smite who?
Shall smite them.
Read.
And utterly destroy them.
Read.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
They should do what?
Make no covenant with them.
Read.
Nor show mercy unto them.
Because they were going into their land at this time. Okay? Keep going, read.
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
They should do not what? They shouldn't do what?
Make marriages with them.
Read.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
There's the same laws that came from Abraham. Now we're talking about hundreds of years later. These laws still standing as they're going and conquering. You see this? Read.
Nor his daughter shalt thou make unto thy son. Shalt thou take unto thy son.
Read.
For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you.
Read.
And destroy thee suddenly.
See that? So, the law still stands at that time. Alright? Let's get more. Let's go into a story and find out what happened. If you have your Josephus with you, you're going to need it. Alright? You got Josephus? We're going into Antiquities of the Jews. We're going to go into 13, book 13. We're going to start off at, no, we're going to go into book 4, chapter 6, paragraph 7. All right? So, yes, Israel were sleeping with women at that time. Some of the women they were, absolutely. Yes, they was. Let me know when you get there. But hold that. I'm going to go somewhere real quick. Go to Judges 1 and 28 for me real quick. Judges 1. Hold that, though. I want you to go to Judges chapter 1. And we're going to go. I want you to start off at verse 28.
Judges 1 and 28. And it came to pass.
Wait a minute. Go ahead, read.
When Israel was strong, that they put the Canaanites to tribute, and did not utterly drive them out.
See that? Now they were told to do what? They were told to drive them out. Okay? They were told to drive them out, but they didn't do that. Read.
Neither did Ephraim drive out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer.
Now, go back up to 28. I want you to read something. There's a key something that I want you to see. Read 28 again.
And it came to pass, when Israel was strong, that they put the Canaanites to tribute.
Meaning that they start taxing them instead of do what the Most High told them to do, to destroy them all. They start taxing them. That's where they went wrong at. Okay, read.
And did not utterly drive them out.
See that? Keep going, read.
Neither did Ephraim drive out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwelt in Gezer among them.
So they was living amongst them. Read.
Neither did Zebulun drive out the inhabitants of Kitron, nor the inhabitants of Nahalol, but the Canaanites dwelt among them and became tributaries.
So all these people are Canaanites. Okay? All these people are Canaanites. Yes, it's true. Keep going, read.
Neither did Asher drive out the inhabitants of Ashhol, nor the inhabitants of Zidon, nor of Alab, nor of Akzi, nor of Helba, nor of Apith, nor of Rehob.
Yeah, they all Canaanites, just like the brother said, they are all Canaanites. Yes, they are. Keep going, read.
Verse 32. But the Asherites dwelt among the Canaanites, the inhabitants of the land, for they did not drive them out.
Keep going, read.
Neither did Naphtali drive out the inhabitants of Beth Shemesh, nor the inhabitants of Beth Anath. But he dwelt he dwelt among the Canaanites, the inhabitants of the land. Nevertheless, the inhabitants of Bethshemesh